Hi everyone, in this video we're going to go through the process of placing the each way bets online at the sports books we advise. We're going to go through how you locate the tournament, find the player, check the odds, etc. for a few of the bookmakers that we cover. We're going to use the same player throughout. I mean, we've got two tournaments coming up this weekend at the time of recording. We've got the Volvo China Open and we've got the CJ Cup Byron Nelson. So for the video purposes, we're going to be using Adrian Otaegui in the Volvo China Open as our demonstration on how you find and place the bets. So we've got Bet365 open at the minute. So there's a couple of ways you can get to the tournament. Initially, you can scroll down if you wanted to. A list of sports on the left-hand side. So you scroll down to golf and click on golf. And then with Bet365, if you scroll down a bit, you will have all markets for the tournaments underneath. So we've got the CJ Cup Byron Nelson initially, so we can close that down if we wanted to. Then it brings us to the next one, which is the Volvo China Open, which is the one that we're after for the demonstration purposes, and it's the outright markets. So we click on that, and then that will take you to the outright markets for listing all the golfers in the tournament and their odds, and you'll have a column for the different place terms. So with Bet365 for this tournament, you've got a column for a quarter of the odds, place 1 to 5, a fifth place 1 to 8, a fifth place 1 to 10, 1 to 12, and 1 to 3. So when you're placing a bet with Bet365, and we will be advising what place terms, so just ensure that you're on the correct one to ensure that you're on the same bet that we're advising. So check the place terms to the advice that we're given and scroll down on that particular column for the player that you're after. An alternative way of getting to this market, if we go back to the home page there, is you've got a search option at the top. So clicking on there and then start typing in the tournament name. So if we type in Volvo there, we can see Volvo China Open coming up with the results. So we can click on that and it will again take us to that tournament at the same page with all the golfers listed. So next stage is it's Adrian Otaegui. So we need to find that player in the list. So we'll be given the odds advised and the place terms. So they will be in odds order. So you can scroll down until you come to that player. So we can see him there, Adrian Otaegui, and you would then look for the odds matching the place terms that we've advised. So if we were advising a fifth of the odds, place 1 to 8 at odds of 31, then it all matches up, everything's fine. An alternative way, because there will be over 100 players in some tournaments or most tournaments, we can control an F on this page and then start typing the player's name. So we'll start typing it in there, and then it'll highlight the player for you. So we've got Adrian Otaegui there, and then we can then use that to then check the odds. So there's a few options there, a couple on how we get to the outright market, and a couple on how we can find the player or players that we need to place the bets on. So the next stage then, we've got the competition, we've got the player. How do we place the each way bet? So it's just a case of finding the odds on the relevant place terms. So again, if we're going to go for a fifth of the odds, place 1 to 8, and the odds were as advised, we click on the option there. I'm not going to use my bet credits, but we then Adrian Otaegui, odds of 31 each way, double checking here, each way a fifth of the odds, 8 places. We're happy with that, and then you'll place your each way stake there. So just simply a case, if we were placing a £5 each way bet on that, click on £5 each way and then click place bet, and that's done. If there are any other bets within Bet365, it's just a case of repeating this process and placing the bets that way. So that's Bet365 covered. We're next going to go on to SkyBet. So now we've got SkyBet open, and in a similar way as with Bet365, there are a couple of options. Again, they've got the list of sports listed down the left-hand side, so you can scroll down to golf and click on golf, and then you'll see the tournaments listed here. So it's the Volvo China Open that we're after, so we can click on that, and it's the outright market again that we're after, so we can click on that. And then if we scroll down a little bit, you'll see the outright winner section, and they're paying 6, 8 and 10 places. So similar again to Bet365, you'll have 3 columns here. They're playing each way 6 places, each way 8, or each way 10. So again, if we're recommending a bet on SkyBet, it's a case of ensuring you're in the right column that matches up to the place terms we're advising. Click on that, sorry. So then it's a case of scrolling down to find our player. So again, Adrian Otegi. We can then double check. So if we were advising 8 places here at odds of 28 to 1 or odds of 29 in decimal, then we could then check the odds here on the right column. And if we go back again, SkyBet also have the search option, and again we can start typing in the Volvo China Open, and then it'll again in our search results give us the option there, which we can then click onto, and then just scroll down a little bit then to find that market and the place options there. So it's again very similar to Bet365 in that sense. Then if you're happy with the odds are correct and you're in the right place terms, you can click on that. Now this time you click it on there, you'll need to then click the each way or the EW option there. If you don't click it, you're just placing a £5 win or a bet on the win only. So for an each way bet, you will need to flag that, and then once you're logged in, there'll be an option there to place the bet. So I hope that helps with SkyBet. Next off, we'll then go and have a look at Unibet. So now we have Unibet open, and again a very similar process as we have with the other two. We have this list of sports on the left hand side, so we can scroll down to find golf, and it will bring up a list of all the golf events and markets. So then a little bit more understanding required here, because it won't open, expand and show the tournament initially. You'll need to understand whether it's a PGA event, a live event or a DP Tour event to then open up and then find the market. If you're struggling with this, let me know, and we can advise that anyway within the messages in our Discord. But the China Open is a DP Tour event, so if you click on there, it will then open up and we can see the Volvo China Open there. And then we can click on View All, and then that will give us all the players. Again, still limit it to the first 10 or so here. Click on Show All, and then that will list all the players there. One thing to note here, it's a little bit different than Sky and Bet365, is it's giving you the terms here. So we've got the winner market here, each way terms of 5th playing 1 to 6. The other columns aren't each way bets, they are bets to finish in the top 5, to finish in the top 10, to finish in the top 20. So don't get confused with that. It's not an each way bet top 5, each way bet top 10, etc. For Unibet, you're just wanting this winner column here, and you'll be placing an each way bet, 5th of the odds, placing 1 to 6. So that was the using the left hand side method. If we go back again, Unibet also have a search option which is available here, so we can click on that, and then we can start typing in the tournament name, and we can see the Volvo China Open there. It also tells you it's the golf and it's the DP World Tour. So click on the Volvo China Open, and then click on View All there, and then Show All Participants, and then we're back at the same page there where we can find our player here. So again, we can scroll down to find the player, and again you can Control F, and again I've got it already from previously, but again it will show you and take you to that player matching the text that you've typed in for the Control and F there. If you're happy with everything, and we've advised odds of 34 first 6, then we can click on there, enter your stake, and again if we're placing a £5 each way bet, and again you're going to need to flag each way here, so clicking each way and then clicking place bet. So that's done with Unibet. We'll have one more. We'll have now go and have a look at Ladbrokes. So now you can see we've got Ladbrokes open, and again you've got all the list of sports on the left hand side, so we can go and click on golf, and then you've got another menu here. You've got events, competitions, outrights and specials. We can go to outrights, and then we're after the Volvo China Open, so we can click on the China Open, and it's the one here, 2024 Volvo China Open, not the tournament match betting. We can click on that one, and then it will open up the page. We can show all to then list all the players in the tournament. and then we can scroll down to find our player, Adrian Otegi, odds of 36, or we can control F, and again it will find this for us when we're typing it in the box there. There's no other options within Ladbrokes in terms of places and confusion, so it's a little bit easier for the newcomers. You go into the market, there's no other columns and odds to take into account. You're just going to it, finding the player, checking that the odds are correct. So if we're advising odds of 36 or 35 to 1 on Otegi to finish in the first 7, you can click on that there. That will open it up. Again, you can type your stake in, and then you will need again to type it to just enable and flag the each way section there, so you're placing an each way bet, not a win only bet. So ensuring that that's there, enabled, and then you can place the bet and go ahead there. That's covered a few bookmakers. I hope it's, or just to point out, there is no search option on Ladbrokes as we had with the others. So the easiest way is to go through the menu on the left and find the tournament. That's covered a few. We've covered Bet365, Sky, Unibet and Ladbrokes. If there are any others that you want covering or you're struggling to locate the bets with, just drop us a message in Discord, and then we can go through that and get a video up if needed, or go through it privately. I hope it helps. If you've got any questions, then please let me know.